And former journalist, one of the best PRs in the country, and at the moment environment activist, BN Kumar, right at the moment with us. BNK, how are you?
All well, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar, happy Diwali to you.
And happy Diwali to you and all of yours.
And I can see lovely lights just behind you. Where are you right now?
Yeah.
What are those lights?
He is outside the temple, Tirupati.
What are those temples? The new temple of Tirupati, you've already made it? Wow! So BNK, really and truly lovely, but I'm so glad to see that you've started this lovely campaign about the Aksa beach. That awful wall, why do they build walls? They built a wall at Warsaw, they've now built a wall at Aksa. What is going on? What is with these people? Why do they do that? Why do they like concretizing things? Why do they like building walls on beaches? They don't like beaches or what? Or are these chaps all from outside Mumbai or Maharashtra? They don't know what is the importance of a beach. VNK Kumar sir.
That's probably one of the reasons. Because as we discussed earlier, these officers who come on in positions at various corporations and government organizations, their tenure is for 3 years. उसके बाद में निकल जाते कहीं और चले जाते हैं. So without any attaching any motives, I can say that Mr. Saini, obviously he's not a Maharashtrian name. He was the MD, the CEO at the Maharashtra Maritime Board. He made so many proposals to build seawalls across the coast, across Maharashtra, and including our Mumbai beaches. So the one at Warsaw, of course, we discussed last time, Supreme Court gave a stay on it. Now, Aksa में ये हुआ है, it's very, in fact, unfortunate. This wall, as it shows, it's a clear violation of the CRZ. Now, the MCZMA, which gave a nod for this wall, saying you can go ahead with it without touching the CRZ area. Coastal zone area को touch मत करो. But they have built it on CRZ, as you can see, make out from the pictures.
It's right there. It's right on. It's right. I think in the middle of the high tide line.
Might be the middle of the high tide line.
Yes. Awful.
और दीवार के पीछे अभी जो ये रोड रास्ता दिख रहा है उसके पीछे भी आप डैम्पिंग देख सकते हो, यानी कि दीवार हाइटेड वहां तक जा सकती है. और उन्होंने एक आईआईटी से रिपोर्ट मंगवाई थी, उसमें कहा था कि जो इलेक्ट्रिक पोल्स खड़े हैं ना, वो पोल्स वर गेटिंग इरोडेड. इसके लिए वो हमारे पास प्रूफ है, यहाँ तक ये बीच का इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है करके. अरे पोल्स गेट इरोडेड ऑन अ सी शोर एनीवेयर, उसको रिप्लेस करते रहो ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. इट शोस दे बिल्ट अप टू द पोल, व्हिच मींस दे the water goes up to the pole. That means they built the wall up to near touching the pole, which means they are obviously touch the high tide area.
What kind of a facetious argument is that? That's a stupid argument.
Now what they have done was, after our own objections, we went to NGT. NGT has asked them to ask Environment Department, MMB, to file their government of Maharashtra to file their rejoinders, their affidavits. They have not filed. They have been given 1 month time. They have not done it. 1 month time देने के बाद 3 महीना हो गया, फिर भी उन्होंने फाइल किया. उसके बाद में जो लास्ट हियरिंग हुआ था उसमें भी उन्होंने टाइम मांगा. Sorry, 1 second.
Have some water. Please go ahead.
बावजूद उसके फिर उन्होंने फिर से टाइम मांगा, तो उन्होंने उनको और 1 महीना टाइम दे दिया. इस बीच एमएमबी ने, आई विल से, बड़ी बदमाशी करी है. दिस वाज इन फैक्ट पॉइंटिंग आउट टू एनजीटी आल्सो, बिकॉज नाउ दे अप्रोच एमसीजेडएमए टू अमेंड द क्लियरेंस गिवन टू देम, excluding the point number 1, condition number 1, which clearly says no construction in CRZ area. So they want to amend that, the very first condition, which is hilarious.
Gee, this is a blatant violation.
Yeah, and top of the MCZMA considers it. MCZMA अपने मीटिंग में एजेंडा में इस सब्जेक्ट को लेती है और डिस्कस करती है. वहां पर luckily for us, when expert member points out, let us first get the report on the extent of erosion. What kind of erosion is happening there? The MCZMA ठीक है, let's defer it to the next meeting. But MCZMA is also party to our case that is going on NGT. So they should not have taken it up. It actually amounts to contempt of court.
Yes, because the NGT is a quasi-legal body. It's a quasi-judicial body.
Yeah.
You can't have parallel litigations going on the same subject.
Yeah.
we want to know, Ben Kumar ji, ये walls किसके fund से बन रहे हैं? Because कोई भी system है, the funding has to be there. Now, who's funding these walls? Now, these walls are being put, as you say, in the high tide line in the beach. An illegal project को सरकारी fund, यानी public money में
आपके हमारे पैसे हैं, आपके हमारे पैसे हैं सर. The taxpayers' money, government is spending on it.
Yeah, it is a public money. The government is spending public money and public money without sanctions. Now, environment, जो भी illegal काम है, means it is totally illegal because you have raised an objection to it. The people have asked for, the various departments concerned have asked for documentation, filing of affidavits. ये सब चल रहा है, but how did the public money be sanctioned for this project? Which is illegal. Government पैसे नहीं, सरकार का पैसे है, लोगों का पैसे है, आपने यहाँ पर wall कैसे बना दिया? Which you know is not. तो कैसे ये किसका फंडिंग था और कैसे हुआ?
So B&K, do tell us. Did they take anybody into confidence before building this wall? That is the Maharashtra Maritime Board, or did they just decide one fine day कि अक्सा बीच पे साहब हमें दीवार बनानी है? What happened?
In fact, this is one of the questions that we raised. There is no transparency in whatever they have been doing, and they have been asking for this seawall for the past couple of years. They sent proposal after proposal. MCZMA has been sending it back saying it is going to affect the beach structure itself. In fact, their NGT का खुद का ruling है last April में उनका ruling थी in Pondicherry case, in which they clearly said don't go for this kind of walls. You have some other kind of mechanism along with the the ocean technology वाला institute जो है उनसे आप consult कीजिए. जब तक आपका shore management plan नहीं होता है ये सब नहीं कर सकते आप. हमारे पास कुछ plan नहीं है. We don't know what is shore management. अंधाधुन हम अपना काम करते जा रहे हैं. अभी जो sir, there is one more big breaking news for our viewers is the CIRCO along with Maharashtra board तो Maharashtra Maritime board तो violation कर ही रहा है. CIRCO also has been, you have seen these violations in Uran area.
Yes.
They have been allotting mangrove areas and wetlands left, right and center to various projects like NMSEZ, JNPT, SEZ वगैरह. We have been raising objections. और जब हमने कहा ये wetland है, उनका कैसे को कहते ही wetland नहीं है. और mangrove cell जो है, they wanted to maintain the 5 wetlands which has been identified by BNHS, which is Belpada, Bhendkal, Panje in Uran, NRI wetlands and TS Chanika wetlands in
those Ramsar sites, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those not Ramsar sir. Ramsar site is आपका Thane mangrove Thane Creek Flamingo Sanctuary. That is Ramsar site. So these 5 lands are supposed to be protected as satellite wetlands of the Ramsar site.
जी.
Supportive. जब यहाँ पर पानी भर जाता है 15 सेंटीमीटर से ज़्यादा पानी भर जाता है तो फ्लेमिंगो cannot stand there. So flamingo has they keep flying to other areas. These are the 5 wetlands where then the flamingos go. ये कुछ बर्ड्स आपके पिछले साल के दिखाई दे रहे सिनेरियो.
जी.
तो CIRCO जब मैंग्रोव सेल खुद ने लिखा which is forest department of government of Maharashtra, मैंग्रोव सेल writes to CIRCO कि we want to conserve the 5 wetlands as named by BNHS. तो आप आपका ओपिनियन दीजिए. CIRCO बोलता है go to hell, they are not wetlands. Who told you they are wetland? They are developable land parcels बोल दिया सीधा, because they already allotted 286 hectare wetland to Panje wetland to NMSEZ और golf course बनाने के लिए 2 wetland आपके NRI और TH चाणक्य में दे दिया और एक wetland आपने JNPT को दे दिया और भेंटकल NMSEZ को दे दिया. NMSEZ उसको बर्बाद कर दिया ऑलरेडी, पूरा भर दिया उसको. The wetland does not exist now. ये wetland, this is भेंटकल wetland sir. This does not exist now.
जी.
Now coming back to this beach only, we wanted to know the level of corruption and which departments are involved. Because if it is in Mumbai, you got the BMC a party to it, and then you got various agencies who are planned approved. तो वो funding वाला issue इसलिए जरूरी है कि which government department has funded, because you can plug these kind of illegal activities henceforth in many of the beaches जहाँ भी इनको करना, because probably they want to, like in Juhu beach में था कि एक create कर दो और एक 50-100 दुकान वहाँ पर बना दो and then becomes a business center. So we want to understand the level of corruption within various departments. You got the BMC involved, BN Kumar, and who are the people who funded the particular wall?
Funding is done by MMB, Maharashtra Maritime Board, which is again government of Maharashtra's organization, and that is basically taxpayers' money. As regards your point about corruption, I mean, it is there for all of us to see. So, what is the level of corruption? What kind of things are happening? That is a matter of investigation. Since the case is, as it is already pending in front of NGT, I would not like to go into most of the details because let the judges decide. Let
But let me ask you a detail, a small little detail. I can see that wall right there, right? That's
yeah.
the Aksa Beach wall.
In fact, last time when we presented this picture,
Yes.
last time
No,
when we presented this picture to the NGT, the judge himself asked us, "Ki, what is this? Is it a seawall or a motorable road?"
it
In
is
the
a
middle of the
motorable
beach.
road.
Motorable road, you know.
No, but my point is something different. Now, is the attempt to prove, say, 5 years later, that construction should be allowed beyond the seaward line, towards the land, from the wall? Is that the idea?
That was what the CRZ, the MCZMA permission said. Build
Yes.
it towards the landward side, not towards the seaward.
Yes.
But landward side may already there are a lot of properties there, a lot of houses, etc. And we have not heard of any complaints from anybody, either in public domain or private domain, saying because of the beach my wall is getting affected. मेरे घर में पानी आ रहा है.
So
Uska
why
kitna-
this wall? What is the logic being presented by the Maharashtra Maritime Board with regard to this huge wall? I mean, it's at least 10 feet wide, as I can see. It could not be only because the electric poles are being, corroded. Is that the only argument?
I mean, that was one of the things that they presented to the court, to the NGT.
So the electric poles are being corroded, therefore we need a wall which is about 6 foot high and 10 feet wide. And
Yeah.
God knows travels how many kilometers.
And about more than half a kilometer. As things stand, it's about 700 meters.
700 meters, which is almost 1 kilometer, which is
Yeah. Close to
3/4 of a kilometer.
And then you have a motorable road there on side of the land, and beyond the motorable road, we'll have huge commercial constructions out there.
Yes, that's the idea, I think.
That is what we saw in various beaches.
I will tell you, if you see the original plan of MMB that was presented to MCZMA, they wanted to have kiosks. They wanted to have some क्या बोलते हैं उसको wooden structures, not wooden, bamboo का बना हुआ entertainment recreation centers, some kind of what you call volleyball court, parking area. Basically, they want to commercialize it.
So you have a parking area, you have a casino, you have restaurants, you have bars, you have other things all along the area. Is that it?
If you see that area, in that area, you can do anything.
Right.
बहुत कुछ हो सकता है इसमें.
If you have a road out there, you relax most of the CRZ restrictions.
Anyway.
So it becomes easy to commercialize the area immediately. You got a road before us.
हाँ,
So
they
we are
say-
the road.
अच्छा इन लोगों ने actually it will not stand legal scrutiny because by building this road they push the high tide line. That's illegal. They can't do that.
That's
But
right.
of course,
So कहने का मतलब you are being I am asking you a general philosophical question. आप ये बताएं, मुंबई के जितने बीचेस हैं, जितनी भी चौपाटी हैं मुंबई की, these are areas which people don't realize. They are not just beautiful areas. These are areas which are actually absorbing the force of the sea. And these are environmentally very, very delicate and sensitive areas which support ecosystems of their own.
Yes.
आज की तारीख में मुंबई शहर बचा हुआ है इन चौपाटियों की वजह से.
Yes.
अब आप उनको अगर डिस्ट्रॉय कर देंगे, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है दिस इज अ प्लान टू डिस्ट्रॉय ऑल बीचेस इन मुंबई. हर जगह पे आप कंस्ट्रक्शन करिए, हर जगह पे आप फिर जैसे जुहू बीच है, उसके अलावा दादर का है, और फिर उसके बाद माशाल्लाह गिरगाम चौपाटी है, उसको भी आप डिस्ट्रॉय करेंगे. वहाँ पर आप 2.5-3 लाख रुपए पर स्क्वायर फुट की आप इमारत बनाइए और उसको बेचिए. इज दैट द प्लान फाइनली? Is that what this city is going to look like at some point of time once the coastal road gets completed?
obviously, because once this gets through,
Yes.
then they can do it anywhere. They will say as a
It's a precedent.
president, and हमने कर दिया और करो, and उसका अभी the kind of real estate value that it can command, Pradeep and RKB you can make out.
Yeah, we're concerned because just beyond the road we can have a lot of shops out there.
Yeah.
You know, just touching the road because
You-
we totally neutralize your CRZ restrictions for quite some time and मालूम पड़ा उस रोड का डांबरीकरण हो गया और लोग इस्तेमाल भी करने लगे. And there's no debate. It's under use. I mean, जो भी आप कहोगे. Now the biggest problem is the state itself has said you have been fighting for the Tirumala temple coming there. You know, you're talking about the breach, the ecological calamity that might come along with it. The state has also seen that plastic waste in the sea, along with the dredging waste, destroying mangroves in Uran that you've been always fighting. 50,000 tons of plastic waste in cities' mangroves. The government also has reported 20 tons of plastics in the sea, 1 lakh cubic meter of dredging waste. Now these are all very dangerous kind of reports that are emanating, and you are the lone few warriors who are fighting. Either you need to save the environment, you save the economy, you save the sea from all this kind of plastics and sewage. Now what is the status where Tirumala temple is concerned? The dredging waste inside the seas are concerned, the plastic waste inside the seas are concerned, because New Mumbai, Thane, they all seem to be very virgin areas. You know, a lot of places are still out for destruction. How are you trying to preserve these places?
Yeah, Pradeep, you're right. It's a very big, serious issue, which is why I think we have been campaigning for making environment an election issue, because environment concerns you, me, and everybody. The man walking on the beach behind you, man traveling in the train, because जो हम लोगों ने एक्सपीरियंस किया है 2 बार मैसिव फ्लड्स इन मुंबई बिकॉज ऑफ योर लैंडफिल्स एटसेट्रा एंड किलिंग ऑफ द मैंग्रोव्स. उड़न में पिछले 20-25 साल में बिल्कुल बाढ़ का नाम ही चीज नहीं थी, अभी वहां पर बाढ़ आना शुरू हो गए. सो एवरीबडी इज एक्सपीरियंसिंग इट एंड एनवायरमेंट कंसर्न एवरीबडी. हम कहते हैं कि आवर सिटी आवर ड्यूटी, ये सबका काम है, ना सिर्फ एनवायरमेंटल लवर्स लाइक मी और नंद कुमार पवार, स्टालिन, जरूर बथियाना, या फिर मीडिया आरकेबी, प्रदीप और बाकी जैसे मिड डे, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस, टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया, हिस्ट्री वगैरह है. इन सबका तो है ही टू अलर्ट पीपल, बट अल्टीमेटली इट बॉइल्स डाउन टू यू एंड मी, द ऑर्डिनरी मैन. अब कल मैं एक जवान पिक्चर देख रहा था, उसमें शाहरुख खान का बहुत जबरदस्त डायलॉग था, ये वाला उंगली. यू नो दिस उंगली, when you use this ungli for putting your indelible ink, use the same ungli for asking questions. Point out करो, ये तुम क्या कर रहे हो? When will I get my hospital? When will I get child may get education? मैं ये और एक शब्द उसमें ऐड करना चाहूँगा कि आप मेरे एनवायरमेंट के लिए क्या करने वाले? What are you going to do about my mangroves? What are you going to do about my wetlands? What are you going to do about?
But BNK, this is committing suicide. ये आपने जो शाहरुख खान साहब की जो बात करी है, जबरदस्त था. वो जो उन्होंने मैसेज दिया है जवान पिक्चर से, वो तो माशाल्लाह इट इज फैंटास्टिक. बट ऑल आई एम सेइंग इज कि ये तो भैया मतलब पूरे मुंबई शहर की आत्महत्या का मतलब पूरी योजना है ये क्या है ये? मतलब किसी को समझ में नहीं आ रहा आप क्या कर रहे हैं. तभी मैंने आपसे सबसे पहले सवाल ये पूछा, जो मैंने सवाल पूछा था कि ये जो ब्यूरोक्रेट्स हैं जिन्होंने, जो महाराष्ट्र मैरीटाइम बोर्ड के जो हजरत हैं जिन्होंने ये इसकी सैंक्शन करी है, क्या वो मुंबई महाराष्ट्र से हैं? डज ही नो व्हाट इट इज टू प्रिजर्व अ कोस्ट एंड व्हाट इट इज लाइक टू लिव इन अ कोस्टल सिटी, or are they from, you know, wherever they are from, and they know nothing about Mumbai? Could that be a reason for what these chaps are doing?
I mean, without getting into regionality or we'll be accused of being parochial, because you and I are not Maharashtrians. तो ये अपने उंगली भी उठेगी. उसके man, keeping these things aside, our basic argument is that none of the officers sitting in their seats of power are serious about environment. They don't care.
You know, BN Kumar, you wanted to make this an election issue, but I want to know, because जो wetlands आप प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए लड़ रहे हो, वहाँ तो कोई रहते ही नहीं है, वहाँ पर कोई है ही नहीं. ये तो डेवलप करके बाद में लोग सेटल होने वाले हैं, वही पूरे आपके एनक्रोच होने वाले हैं, वाटर बॉडीज को एनक्रोच करेंगे. So I want to ask you, how are you going to make an election issue and you think that you will succeed? Because I think right now for you the recourse is only these pollution control boards, MGNT, जो भी आप बात कर रहे हो, agencies who are there for this. Election issue से, because वहाँ पर लोग रहते नहीं हैं, it's going to be encroached, then it will be going to be occupied. it'll be turned into a commercial sector, and then you have the people coming into their places. Right now, it's your lone battle. It's your lone battle. It's a lone battle of some lone warriors among you, where the government and the government of the day never thought there's going to be an opposition because they know nobody resides there. Sir, हम wetland occupy कर लेंगे, develop कर देंगे, उसके बाद लोग आएंगे, फिर problem. How are you going to make an election issue?
Basically by increasing awareness among the people. People should ask. Suppose कल कोई suppose I am the political candidate today. I come to your house asking for my vote. आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो, ठीक है, आपने ये बोल दिया, एनवायरमेंट के लिए क्या कर रहे हो बताओ मुझे. मेरे यहाँ पर एयर पोल्यूशन, अच्छा मैंग्रोव्स एंड वेटलैंड्स इज नॉट द ओनली इश्यू एनवायरमेंट. आपने प्लास्टिक की बात करी, अभी AQ है, एयर पोल्यूशन इतना जबरदस्त हो गया है, उसके बारे में पूछ सकते हैं. एनवायरमेंट इज एवरीथिंग अराउंड यू एंड मी. तो अभी जैसे आपने अभी वेटलैंड्स की बात बताई, आई टेल यू इन अ कपल ऑफ सेंटेंसेस हाउ सीरियस इज दिस इश्यू एंड हाउ वी वेंट टू द यूनियन, वी वेंट टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड देन माय रिपिटेशन वाज रेफर्ड टू द आई मीन यूनियन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज. तो हमने बताया था उनको कि हमारे जितने भी सारे वेटलैंड्स है, 5 वेटलैंड, दे आउट टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड फ्रॉम द एयरपोर्ट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑल्सो. कल को समझो देयर इज अ बर्ड हिट, खुदा न खास्ता देयर इज एयर क्रैश, दैट विल बिकम अ बिग इश्यू. इट विल बिकम इलेक्शन इश्यू. लोग बोलेंगे यहाँ पर नई मुंबई एयरपोर्ट इज नॉट सेफ. तो ऐसी चीज़ों को लाके हम कर सकते हैं. तो जब हमने एनवायरमेंट डिपार्टमेंट को, प्राइम मिनिस्टर से ध्यान उस पर आकर्षित किया था कि वेटलैंड्स आर बीइंग डिस्ट्रॉयड, और आपने अमृत सरोवर बनाया, कुछ 75,000 अमृत सरोवर बना रहे हैं आप हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में एक करके और अमृत काल के लिए. उनको भी तो प्रोटेक्ट करो, डिक्लेयर करो एज अ वेटलैंड कंजर्वेशन. नहीं तो आप जाने के बाद उनके ऊपर भी कोई ऑक्युपाई कर लेगा. There will be real estate development on that. So that issue Prime Minister Modi has referred to Environment Department. वहाँ से हमें रिप्लाई आया, उन्होंने कहा कि we are trying to protect all the wetlands step by step. अभी आपको एक छोटी चीज बता देता हूँ, आंकड़े जो है, these they are the government owned statistics. This is the wetland numbers of wetland that have been identified by the ISRO satellite, and these are the map is there, the atlas is there on the Environment Department website. 7.5 लाख को कुछ वेटलैंड उन लोगों ने आइडेंटिफाई करी, उसमें से 2.5 lakhs दिस आर द मेजर वेटलैंड्स. मेजर वेटलैंड्स यानी which are of the size of more than 2.5 hectares. उससे बड़ा जो भी है उनको प्रोटेक्ट करना बहुत जरूरी है. And when Vanshakti went to the Supreme Court gave a clear-cut ruling. These have to be protected by at any cost. And this ruling came about 3-4 years ago. बावजूद उसके वेटलैंड डिपार्टमेंट की जो वेबसाइट है उसमें ओनली 1275 वेटलैंड ही वहाँ पर लिस्टेड है, आइडेंटिफाइड एंड नोटिफाइड. 2.5 लाख वेटलैंड के मुकाबले में सिर्फ उतना ही है. हमने कहा बाकी कब कर
मतलब
क्या कर
2.5 लाख के बनस्पत 1000 कितने बताया आपने?
1274.
1274.
बस
एक तरफ 2.5 लाख, 1274. कहने का मतलब ये
क्या
हुआ
आप लोगों ने-
कि
हाँ।
प्रोटेक्शन प्रोवाइड आपको करनी थी, सुरक्षित आपको रखना था 2.5 लाख के करीब वेटलैंड्स को. और वेटलैंड्स की जो खुद की साइट है उसमें कहा गया है कि सुरक्षा दी गई है, प्रदान की गई है सिर्फ 1274 को.
जी.
तो कहने का मतलब ये हुआ कि 2.25 लाख के 2,40,000 जो हैं वेटलैंड वो खत्म हो गए,
खत्म हो जाएंगे. क्योंकि आधे तो हमने देख चुके हैं, यहाँ पर सोच के मुंबई देयर इज अ रिपोर्ट लास्ट व्हाट यू कॉल्ड for 20-30 years we lost more than 1/3 of wetlands of Mumbai.
So and then we complain about AQI. Then we complain about the fact that we are suffering from so much of pollution.
You know,
And this is-
BN Kumar Sahab, Thane mein you got the CM of Maharashtra. He stays in Thane. That's here. And you are very close. All the environmentalists, mostly whom we interact with in Navi Mumbai and Thane, because that is most, प्रिजर्व करने बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ेगा आपका. बहुत जगह है बचाने लायक, बिकॉज मुंबई में तो कुछ भी बचा नहीं है. एवरीथिंग इज गॉन. सो दिस लास्ट लिंगरिंग वेस्टेजेस थोड़ा आप बचा सकते हो. 35 lakes in Thane, 35 lakes, city of lakes Thane. Now we expect that केजरीवाल जी ने शायद दिल्ली में बहुत सारे रिफॉर्म्स लिखे हैं, and he's saved a lot of lakes, reformed, revived them. Now I think आप बगल में बैठे हो, you can convince this chief minister of Maharashtra that the 35 lakes out of which 15 are excess toxics, that totally 15 are totally toxic. उसको कैसे रिवाइव करके प्रिजर्व करता है. You got to challenge there, because it might happen, because you are all there in Thane, Navi Mumbai, and there's every possibility the chief minister is a very aggressive proactive person. आप उनको convince कर पाए तो you can do wonders with Thane, Mumbai, Navi Mumbai. Have you tried it, sir?
एक अच्छा गुड सजेशन प्रदीप जी, एक काम कीजिए, आप उनको एक दिन कार्यक्रम में बुलाइए, यू कॉल हिम टू आवर चैनल, लेट्स हैव अ फेस टू फेस टॉक विद हिम, और कॉल एटलीस्ट आदित्य ठाकरे, आपने इतना इतना प्रॉमिस किया था एज अ मिनिस्टर, अभी यू आर इन द अपोजिशन, यू कैन पॉइंट आउट थिंग्स, आप आदित्य को बुलाइए.
I think the better thing would be to convince Mr. Eknath Shinde to
Yes.
go on a wetland tour with us.
Excellent.
And actually show him what Sitco is doing, what JNPT is doing, what the other guys are doing right there, so that he can, actually look at it for himself. Because if you remember, we had gone with you, I think that was 3 or 4 years ago, and areas which had never been flooded, even at the worst rains, were being flooded now.
Correct. आप आए थे कुंडे, that was कुंडे area, yes.
Yes. So all I'm saying is, at some point of time, somebody will have to wake up if we want to preserve and protect our city. The rest of the population is so busy in earning a living and just getting home and getting to the office that they don't have time for all this. That's what is saving all these guys who are trying to destroy our city. And as far as the richer people are concerned, they are too busy in God knows what.
Accumulating money.
Either accumulating wealth, or where will the wealth go? After all, you remember BNK on 26th of July, what happened? I mean 2005 26 जुलाई को क्या हुआ साहब? आपके पास जितनी भी वेल्थ थी, वो सारी की सारी वेल्थ आपकी धरी रह गई जब आपकी गाड़ियां डूब गईं, और आखिर में सबको अपनी गाड़ियों से बाहर निकल के उसी पानी में मुंबई की सड़कों पर चलना पड़ा आखिर में. तो मेरा ये कहना है कि अभी तक अगर आप जागेंगे नहीं तो कब जागेंगे? एंड व्हाट इज मोर, द अदर थिंग which is even more shocking is that nobody is even talking about the fact that for the first time South Mumbai is flooding. आज तक अभी साउथ मुंबई में पानी इस तरीके इस कदर भरता नहीं था. जब से ये कोस्टल रोड का काम शुरू हुआ है तब से आप देखिए एकदम पानी भरना शुरू हो गया है अलग अलग जगह पर. सो वेयर आर वी हेडिंग? बीएनके साहब बताएं, व्हाट इज द विजन?
And unfortunately, all these projects are happening, all the violations are taking place at a time. World over, we are talking about the rising sea levels. Instead of getting prepared with a disaster management plan, हम क्या कर रहे हैं और समुद्र के अंदर कंस्ट्रक्शन करते जा रहे हैं. As you said in the beginning, it is suicidal.
Yes, we are preparing for suicide. That's what we are preparing for. Maybe the old Parsi prophecy that by 30 or 2040 Mumbai will be drowned by the sea might actually take place. I'm not trying to harm people.
2050 का तो वैसे फोरकास्ट चल रहा है. The way glaciers are melting, the way.
मगर 2050 से पहले आपके सामने बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है. 35 lakes, बीएन कुमार जी, Thane creeks are turned into wasteland, untreated sewage water being pumped into it. Swachh, and the biggest, and most of you have been saying that Swachh Bharat has to spread beyond streets, beyond the roads, to the water bodies. Then only you can save. Because I think, forget 2050, I think 2030, if you don't do anything right now, your entire ecology where Thane, Mumbai, Navi Mumbai is concerned, we are in for a shock.
It will become a desert.
आपके wetlands capture हो रहे हैं, आपके creeks में sewage जा रहे हैं, untreated sewage जा रहे हैं, आपके mangroves में आप plastic waste 50,000 tons के हिसाब से जा रहे हैं. So you're talking at an ecological disaster. You don't have to wait for 2050.
Pradeep,
it might happen 2020, probably 2030 could be a date of the.
Pradeep, don't forget the landfills. Don't forget
Exactly.
Don't forget the mountains of garbage being created in the landfills everywhere. And all that is also going to get into the sea at some point of time, if it is not done already. So, B.N. Kumar Saab, we are looking at a situation which could be catastrophic. B.N. Kumar Saab.
एक और चीज बताता हूँ. One more shocking thing that we have come across recently. There is a township called Ghansoli which is coming up in Navi Mumbai. वहाँ पर last year there was a CLEARCUT tender. Plots वहाँ पर गए थे 3 लाख रुपए से ज्यादा per square meter. In its upcoming high market kind of upmarket kind of a scenario, वहाँ पर there is an STP, sewage treatment plant. That plant was shut intermittently और वहाँ से अनट्रीटेड सीवरेज पानी, अनट्रीटेड सुअर, आपका बाथरूम का, टॉयलेट का, किचन का जितना भी पानी है पूरा शहर का, पूरा एरिया का, सीधा सीधा समुद्र में जा रहा था. 30 million liters a day per liter water. 30 million
Of
liters.
untreated sewage.
Unsewage going straight into the sea.
My God.
कारण क्या है? The plant was being shut. Why was it shut? Because part of the land on which plant was built, there is a land dispute. It was taken away from the local landowner. सिरको ने उससे उसको ऑफिशियली कुछ मुआवजा नहीं दिया. They have not officially acquired the land. The revenue department, the government. या बावजूद उसके सिरको ने दादागिरी करके वहाँ पर अपना बिल्डिंग प्लांट बना दिया. और प्लांट बनाने के लिए लैंड उन्होंने म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन को दे दिया. म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन ने प्लांट बना दिया और बोलते हैं हमने प्लांट बना दिया है, गवर्नमेंट का लैंड है. Who are you to ask for it? बोलता है 7 बार उतारा दिखाया वो फैमिली बोलती है हमारी लैंड है. How can without giving compensation how can you use this land? वो आके आंदोलन किया वहाँ पर, बंद होगी प्लांट. हमने आवाज उठाई मीडिया में, हमने फिर चीफ मिनिस्टर को लिखा, चीफ मिनिस्टर टू the urban development secretary, the collector, everybody. Then municipal corporation put some security and now running the plant now. That is I mean आज नहीं तो कल फिर प्रॉब्लम उठ सकता है.
It's a monumental problem. You were saying the whole area's untreated sewage is going into the sea. My goodness, what are we looking at?
Lekin Pradeep ji, I'm surprised. Why does this not come under the
ये-
Essential Services
अभी-
Act? That you cannot remove this because this is essential
इस
for
तरह
the
से-
safety and security of the people living in the area.
एवरीबडी फिश, वहाँ पर कितना एक्वा कल्चर है, फिश है, क्रैब्स है. और ऐसा नहीं कि ये सिर्फ नई मुंबई के लिए सीमित है. दिस इज ठाणे क्रीक. ठाणे क्रीक टचेस मुंबई ऑन द अदर साइड. आपका देवनार, गोवंडी, बाकी मुंब्रा वो साइड पूरा ये क्रीक टच होता है. इट मिक्सेस विद योर अरेबियन सी टुवर्ड्स योर नॉर्मन पॉइंट इन चौपाटी एंड नॉर्दर्न सबर्ब्स.
Yes, it spreads everywhere. And we are also concerned about the garbage dumps. The
Yes.
whole Mumbai city's garbage dumps all being still dumped in one particular places or few places, and the accumulation of garbage and allowing it to be like that, or just you can't burn it, you can't. I mean, we are looking at, you don't know what 2050. I think 2030 is going to be a red mark where ecology and protection of ecology and how Mumbai and neighboring cities are affected, districts are affected. It's going to be monumental. In fact, the environmentalists like you have got a monumental task of trying to convince the government
And the people.
and the people. And I think on our behalf, we will definitely write immediately to the CM and seek a meeting, and we could have a program together with you and all the other environmentalists about the 35 lakes, the creeks, the dredging waste into the seas, the untreated waste into the seas, because you got a CM is proactive, and since he's staying in Thane, you might have things might happen very fast. BN Kumarji.
नहीं, सही बात है. लेट्स एटलीस्ट गो एंड मीट हिम फर्स्ट. You take the let your nation now can take the leadership. Let's go and meet the CM. We'll convene him for a round table on the whole thing, a day long round table calling all the stakeholders. Let there be proper minuting all the things. We'll make presentations on what's happening and what are the prime issues. Brief presentations we can make. The 3, 5, 6 of us, even half a dozen of us can come there. We can make a presentation and let's have a day-long roundtable on this issue. It's a good idea. Let's go ahead with this.
Right, BNK, thank you very much. All the very best to you, and keep up the good work. That's all that we can say. I hope you succeed. You succeed. All of us survive.
Yeah.
If you don't succeed, as Pradeep ji said, maybe by 2030 we'll have to say goodbye to Mumbai.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and very happy Diwali to you.
Happy Diwali to all of you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Namaskar. Vande Matram. Right, now that's just about it for the show. आज का सिर्फ इतना ही. तो हमारे चिंतामणि खारकने साहब, उनको किसी मीटिंग के लिए जाना था. I think he'll join us tomorrow.
Fantastic.
So, well, you can please subscribe to the channel, share the channel, and like it, and do keep sending in your comments. अगर response आप भेजें. We have very few comments today, so we will not be taking them. आज comments नहीं देंगे. We will take them up tomorrow. आप सब लोगों को एक बार फिर धनतेरस की बहुत 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 शुभकामनाएं, दिवाली की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. आप सब लोग खुशहाल रहें, शांति से रहें, सुखद रहें, एक दूसरे का ख्याल रखें. from both Pradeep ji and myself and the entire team at Nation Now, आप सब लोगों को नमस्कार. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी, वंदे मातरम.
Vande Mataram.